House Bill 3528 passed out of the Judiciary Civil Committee today. This is a bill that I'm authoring at the request of a couple different organizations, one of them being the Association of Conservation Districts and the other being the Oklahoma Black Historical Research Project. Has a lot of support from a varying number of groups though, because what it seeks to do is protect wealth in the form of real estate and protect the wealth of families specifically. So in Oklahoma right now, when land is passed down from one generation to another, you become what's called tenants in common, and that becomes a little bit in the weeds, but essentially what it means is that a third party, a corporation, another person could come in and buy out or attempt to buy out one of the family members and then force a sale of the entire parcel of land, regardless of whether the other family members want to keep that land. So what happens is that families really lose a lot of their generational wealth, and this has specifically affected a lot of families of color around Oklahoma and around the United States as well. And so because this also affects primarily people who don't already have estate plans in place, and we know that communities of color don't have traditionally as much access to attorneys, estate plans, things like that. And so it disproportionately affects those families and just lower income families in general. By protecting this real estate, it makes sure that this wealth, this asset is passed down to the next generation instead of somebody coming in, a speculator can come in and buy the land for below fair market value. So even if the family does decide to sell, there's no process for fair market value to be obtained. So this bill would also put in a process that you have to have an appraisal. The other tenants have the right of first refusal to buy the land. So that's really how it protects the land. And so it's a very in the weeds sort of policy, but it's an important policy to protect a lot of families across the state of Oklahoma.